Hello and Happy New Year to you all. Over the Christmas period, I was lucky enough to get away on holiday for a little while, and as family we went to North Yorkshire, favourite place for us to go for Christmas, and gets us away from the flatlands of Norfolk. Not that the flatlands of Norfolk aren't gorgeous, they are, but the hills are wonderful. In preparation for going to this particular area, which is an area we've been a good few times before and we know relatively well, we know that there's a lot of waterfalls there, and in preparation for waterfalls, specifically waterfalls, I went out and spent a bit of money. Actually, probably quite a bit of money. I bought one of these, and I bought one of these, and of course I had to buy a filter holder for it as well. There is an incredible amount of money in these flat pieces of glass. This is the Lee little big stopper. It's a 6-stop ND filter, and the big stopper is a 10-stop filter. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what these do, in effect they reduce the amount of light that comes into the lens, which means that you have to expose the sensor, or in the olden days film, longer to get a bright enough image. It's the perpetual motion that we're looking to capture, and the perpetual motion of a waterfall can be absolutely gorgeous when you create it in a long exposure. So I rather like this scene through here. Now it's just beginning to rain. Just a quick snap, because what we have is just a nice bit of shape just in here. The shapes of the hills and such. Just an unplanned snap. Days like this provide some really flat light, which are perfect for anything where you don't really want to get the sky in, where you're shooting perhaps under cover, such as these slightly wooded areas, and particularly these waterfalls. And this is what we've come down to. So I'm going to use my ND filters to freeze the waterfall movement here. Try to find a composition which is difficult to freeze, but I think I've found one. So we've got a 2-minute exposure recommended. We're trying with 60 seconds because otherwise I've got to work with bulb. Bit damp, see how it comes out. There's a series of falls at East Gilbeck. They run into the River Swale, which was the river running across the first scene. This large force at the top of the staircase, if you like, is commonly photographed. I guess that getting any kind of unique perspective, angle or composition on this is highly unlikely, but here I am trying anyway. One of the real problems with the day was not only the rain, but a bit of a breeze, and it's pushing all of the moisture off that waterfall into the camera. Put the Lee big stopper filter in, and we're going to set a 60-second exposure.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in.
Now if you'd like me to put a video together to show you how to use ND filters to capture water motion and cloud motion and other things, leave some comments below and I'll get to it.
On a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by.
If you want to go out and buy this equipment yourself and you are on a budget, and let's face it, a lot of us are, you don't have to spend the kind of money that these things cost. They are just shy of £100 each. Here we've got a coke-in filter holder, and you get ND filters to fit in these, and they are much cheaper. If you want to give this a go, you don't have to break the bank, but you can buy a set of very cheap ND filters off of eBay and Amazon and such. I'll put some links down below, and yeah, they'll be fine for playing about with. You've got to be aware of course, is you're putting a piece of glass in front of your lens, or yeah, the cheap ones, a piece of plastic in front of your lens, and the optical quality of what you're putting in front of the lens has a direct result on the final image. So the better the optical quality of it, the more expensive it's going to be, but the better your final image will be. Of course, you've got to use a tripod because you can't move the camera. Give it a try. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like button, the little thumbs up down there, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to support me in other ways, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. If you're feeling really generous, there's a link below to buy me a coffee. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
It is just enough to get by.